Good afternoon, basketball fans. You are looking live at Duster Thomas Gymnasium here in Pinckneyville, Illinois. It's a quarterfinal matchup coming your way this afternoon between the Olney Tigers and the Meridian Bobcats. I'm Randy Olson courtside, joined by Ron Stannard as my broadcast partner. You know him, longtime basketball official. And we've seen some pretty good basketball games already here this morning, haven't we, Ron?
We have, and some really good teams. There's a lot of good teams in this tournament. You mentioned a week or so ago there was, 7 or 8 of them rated in a state.
At one time there was 7 ranked teams out of 16, but then once this week got here, 2 of them had fallen out of the ranking, so there's actually 5 of the 16 state ranked, but still that's tremendous.
Right, yeah, this is an intriguing matchup, Randy. You've got a Class 3A basketball team that has won this tournament 3 years in a row now, and they're taking on one of the rated teams in Class 1A that's coming off a second-place finish in the state.
Right.
So this is a game you're not going to see probably regular season at either place, Olney or Mounds Meridian. So unique matchup.
It sure is. The Meridian Bobcats come in with a record of 10-3 overall. The Olney Tigers are 8-5. You and I have seen the Meridian Bobcats already this year. We covered a game when they played Waltonville down at the Meridian Shootout. That was a game that was won by Waltonville, 65-53.
Right, Antonio Flanoid spent a lot of time on the bench in that game with foul trouble. So,
but they have another superpower on offense who has moved back to Meridian after spending some time, I think, in Tennessee.
Yep. And
that's Colin Monan. And Monan's a 6'1 senior, and man, oh man, did he put on a show there in that game against Waltonville, and he single-handedly helped try to propel them past the Spartans, but came up short as Waltonville did win that game. But I think Monan ended up with 22 points in that game.
Yeah, he had a really good game.
And was very impressive in doing it. You'll also remember a couple of names on Meridian from that state championship game a year ago in Class 1A. Javion Ransom. He'll be wearing number 1 out there. You remember him from the state championship game last year in 1A. And also Shamar Easley was also on that team and played a lot of minutes and was very valuable. So, the experience that those guys had on the big stage certainly pays dividends for them.
Yeah, I can't a lot of Meridian players still have their warm-ups on, so I can't see all their numbers, but I think that's Monan maybe with the yellow shoes on down there.
Kind of orange shoes on, I think. And, he's shooting the ball right now. Yeah, that's Monan.
I hear him yellow coming up.
No, that's not him. Monan's number 3 over here.
Okay, well, whoever has
the orange shoes
whoever has the yellow shoes on, I'm giving the shoe award to. I just don't know who that is.
Okay, all right. Let's talk about the Olney Tigers. As we mentioned, they're 8-5 on the season. You mentioned they also were 3-time champions of this tournament, so they're back to try to defend it for the 4th year in a row under Hall of Fame coach Rob Flanagan. And the big thing for the Olney Tigers is they've got their leading scorer back. Rex Hallam, the 6'6 senior, is back after trying to regroup and recover from an ACL injury. And that's not something that you come back from easily. And, he's not going to be able to play that many minutes. You're going to have to spell him from time to time just to look out for his health. Yeah,
that's a tough injury to come back from, and probably the mental aspect of that is as tough as anything.
But Hallam definitely gives them a lot of offense out there, and it also takes the pressure off of R.J. Keller, the 6'1 senior, who a lot of teams have learned that they can maybe double team because he is so much of their offense. But then on the inside, they've got big Casey Tolman, and Tolman's a 6'8 junior, and they can also put Reed Brown out there at 6'7 if they want to. So they've got some size.
Yeah, they do.
They got some shooters, and when Hallam's on the floor, Olney is a completely different basketball team. But like I said, he is not going to be able to play the entire game and may not start, may actually come off the bench.
I think I read, Randy, he hadn't been in an organized basketball game in over a year. He come out against somebody here a couple weeks ago and made like his first 6 shots.
Right, yeah. But it is tough to come back from that. It really is. But the Tigers again come in 8-5. As you mentioned, they are a 3A team playing this 1A team, the Meridian Bobcats. Both teams have gone back to the locker rooms for some last-minute fine-tuning and last-minute instructions before they take the floor for the lineups and the play-by-play. And we'll be back with all that in just a moment here from Dick Corncourt. Andrea Baker, the broker-owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed.
You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Kingsley RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV.
Back here live at the Duster Thomas Classic. It is quarterfinal day here as the Olney Tigers and Meridian Bobcats are warming up on the floor. Meridian Bobcats got here by virtue of their win over Oakville in a first-round matchup. We didn't get to see that one, but we understand it was a really tight basketball game. I think it was like 4 points or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was pretty close. Six or eight.
I think that's right. Like that. And then Olney also won their opening round game, and I'm trying to remember who it was that Olney won against. That was Christopher. Yeah, they beat Christopher last night in the final opening round game. We were over at the Cesar tournament when those games were being played. That's why we didn't see them. Yeah. And so that's what brings both these teams into this tournament. You know, what's interesting is that this tournament has a tendency, Ron, to be kind of a springboard for the rest of the season, because you look at what Meridian did here at the tournament last year, finishing fourth in this tournament, but ended up getting second in the state in 1A. You look at what the Benton Rangers did here last year. They finished third in this tournament, but yet they get second in the state in 2A.
Right. Yeah, so I think you're always going to have some teams come out of this tournament that do very well in the postseason. Right.
This tournament really serves as a springboard, as I said, and you see some teams go on and do some special things in the second half of the season.
You know, Randy, I got to say how convenient of a day this is for the Cooper family, because Woodlawn played, in the auxiliary gym this morning, and Jody Ann Cooper can go watch her son Luke coach in that game, and then she can walk over here for an afternoon contest and watch her brother coach, Robbie Flanagan, coach the Olney Tigers. And then she can drive 20 minutes west for a game tonight at Cesar Valera that includes her youngest son, Kyle Cooper, one of the star players for the Waltonville Spartans in the championship game. Right, so the stars just lined up, the times lined up perfectly for them to be able to take in all 3 games in person. So it doesn't get any better than that if you're a member of the Cooper family, right? Of course, if you're a Mount Vernon fan, you remember Robbie Flanagan. And sure. Now he's still coaching the orange and black, but it's the Olney Tigers. And he's been there for several years. He has over 500 career wins. And they have won this tournament 3 years in a row. Yep. Despite the fact that there's been great teams in this tournament the last 3 years, including Pinckneyville, Benton, and others, Olney has won it 3 years in a row. And let's meet their starting lineup right now. Number 20 is Owen Coker. He's a 6'2 junior. Also starting for the Tigers, number 24 is R.J. Keller, a 6'1 senior. He has been their leading scorer. Rex Hallam will start. Again, he is back from that knee injury. Hallam is a 6'6 senior. Also starting will be number 40, Reed Brown, a 6'7 sophomore. And the big guy in the middle, the future Division I football player, Casey Tolman, wears number 50. He's a 6'8 junior, and he's already getting a look by several Division I college football programs, including the Illinois Fighting Illini, among others. I got some height. He does. Yeah, so they can put 6'8 and 6'7 out there.
Now for the Meridian Bobcats and Coach Dave Davis coming in with a record of 10-3. Several players back from that team a year ago. Javion Ransom wears number 1. He's a 5'10 junior. Shamar Easley wears number 2. He's a 5'8 senior. Colin Monin wears number 3, a 6'1 senior. Lataris Johnson is 0. He's a 5'11 sophomore. And Antonio Flanoid wears number 5, a 6'5 sophomore. So they'll go with Ransom, Easley, Monan, Johnson, and Flanoid. Size-wise, the Bobcats are 5'8", 5'10", 5'11", 6'1", and 6'5", whereas Olney comes in at 6 foot, 6'1", 6'2", 6'6", and 6'8". Yeah, definitely a size advantage for the Olney Tigers.
Yeah,
but
that's
a
like
speed advantage, though, for the Meridian Bobcats.
It's like a college team out there, junior college at the least.
Right. Olney is a 3A team. Meridian is a 1A team. If I'm not mistaken, we did a game between these two last year at the tournament, did we not? Pretty sure we did.
Against each other?
Yeah, I think we did.
I don't know, man. I've slept since then.
I think we have. I have to go back and check the archives, but I believe that we did, and Olney won that and went on and won the title here for the 3rd year in a row. You know the officials on this game.
Yeah.
We see them a lot.
We've got Jay Miller from Centralia, Darren Greenwald from Wayne City, and Brent Garrison from Mount Vernon.
Javion Ransom will jump against Rex Hallam in the center circle. The tip is controlled by the Bobcats as they'll get in the front court to Lataris Johnson. Johnson out to Ransom. Swing it over on the right side to Monan. Monan really showed us a lot when they played Waltonville earlier in the year. Here's a long 3 from outside. That's no good by Johnson. And rebound by Casey Toman as the Tigers get it ahead. Toman gets it up to Reed Brown. Brown out to R.J. Keller now. The 3 ball is up and in. Yeah, Keller was the leading scorer for the Tigers in their loss to Meridian, a game we did at the Meridian shootout earlier this season. And on the inside, they get it into Flanoid, and Flanoid
scores. Nice
scores.
move by Flanoid.
Yeah, you mentioned at the top of the broadcast that he got into a lot of foul trouble when we saw them play down at Meridian in the shootout against Waltonville.
That height didn't bother him that time.
No. Inside, Casey Toman tries to go up over Flanoid, and he draws a foul on Flanoid.
Here we go. First foul. It's on Flanoid.
And Toman will go to the line.
59 seconds in.
You know, the Olney Tigers had a tremendous football season this year, and what a remarkable story. They were 0-9 a year ago. Same coach, 0-9. They come back this year and go 10-0 before they lose in the second round of the playoffs.
That's only a 19-game turnaround.
That's just crazy.
That's unbelievable.
Just crazy. Second free throw is in and out, no good, but there's the offensive rebound, back up and in by Rex Hallam. Yeah, Hallam is very valuable to have on the floor for Olney, but like I said, he's still coming back from that knee injury, so he'll have to be spelled a few times during the game, so he won't be out there the whole time. All right, with us now is Johnson underneath to Flanoid, and he makes another one. Both buckets here out of the gate are by Flanoid.
Yeah, he needs to be out there for Meridian.
Breaking the press, they get it across to R.J. Keller, and out down to Toman, who's trapped. He tries to go around Flanoid. He does. The reverse layup is no good. Battle for the rebound. It goes out of bounds. It's off Reed Brown, and it'll be Meridian basketball. 6:22 to go here, opening quarter, as the Bobcats bring it up. Yeah, some of these guys on the Olney team did play football as well. Here's Monin from the corner. That won't go. Toman with the rebound. And that's going to be a reach-in foul.
Traveling.
Oh, no, it is traveling.
Yeah.
Ransom came up to try to make the steal, and I think that forced the turnover.
Yeah, I did.
So the Bobcats will have it out of bounds right underneath their own basket. Monan will trigger it in. Colin Monan, 6'1 senior, transferred back into Meridian this year after being out of state last year. Here's Ransom with it.
So he's a portal player that came back.
Right. Long 3 on the way by Johnson, won't go. Rebound Flanoid. Feeds it to
pass.
Monan. Yeah, good feed to Monan. Had good presence of mind knowing where his teammate was at, and that ties the game at 6-all. And again, Meridian will press. They press continually against just about everybody.
Yeah, there's the trap.
And Reed Brown.
Got a jump ball out of it.
Yeah, and when you're a big guy like Reed Brown, 6'7", you do not bring the ball down because that is the end result if you do. Meridian will tie you up, and they did, but the possession arrow will leave it with the Tigers.
You know, Coach David Davis for Meridian, he played on that other team that Meridian got second in the state, 2015.
Yeah.
And now he's coached one that got second in the state.
That's a pretty cool stat,
last
isn't
year.
it?
Yeah.
Long three won't go by R.J. Keller, rebound by the Bobcats. Meridian on the move. Here's Flanoid with it. Flanoid gets it over to Ransom. Ransom back to Flanoid. He wants
He's
to penetrate.
going to the hole.
He does, and he scores.
He came to play.
He has come to play today.
Two steps from that free throw line. He's there.
He's got a long stride. Doesn't take him long to get to the rack, does it? Back the other way comes Coker. Coker swings it over to Hallam. Hallam skips it all the way back over to Coker.
And he blocks it into the stands.
Yeah, that is whacked into the stands by Flanoid. He came flying at him that time. 8-6. Meridian with their first lead of the game as Hallam has the basketball. Looking inside for Tolman. Now they get it on the baseline. That short corner shot, and it's rattled home. That's that mid-range jumper.
Yeah, that's tough.
By Reed Brown. About a 13-footer there on that baseline. Here's Monin back in the front court now for Meridian. Oh, underneath the basket.
Double dribble, yep.
Ransom was open, but then he turned it over.
He didn't muff it. He caught the ball, and then he dribbled again. So.
Right. He saw some black and orange jerseys coming at him, and they kind of made him hesitate there, and he double dribbled. Back in the front court comes Olney. It's R.J. Keller with it to Hallam, inside to Tolman. Tolman turns on his man, draws a triple team. Now out to Hallam. He'll drive, put up the shot. No. And rebound is grabbed out of there by Flanoid. Ahead to Monan. Monan over to the right side to Johnson. Back to Monan for three. No. And there's a rebound by Hallam. They almost strip him. But he holds on to it. And Rex will bring it up. Hallam's going to drive in.
Nice pass.
Feed Tolman. He pump fakes and has it blocked and taken away from him. Ahead is Ransom.
He's going all the way to the rack.
Ransom tipped back up by Flanoid. It won't go, and it goes out of bounds. Whose ball is it? It's going to be Olney ball. Yeah, it was a nice pass on the other end to Tolman, but he couldn't finish because, again, you bring that ball down too far as a big man, they are going to slap it away from you. That's what they do. So you youngsters watching from home, if you're tall, if you play the pivot, play inside, do not bring the ball down. Inside it goes to Tolman, and he brought it down again, and they stripped it out of bounds.
He's got some nice footwork in there, right? That's probably why he's being recruited by Big Ten schools for football.
Yeah, he offensive lineman for the Tigers, and, man, I watched a few Olney Tiger football games this year, and I watched him pancake some people. I mean, man, he can block. You want to create a hole? Let Casey Tolman create you a hole.
And one.
As Rex Hallam goes to the rack and scores, and he draws the foul. That gives the Tigers a 10-8 to lead, and Hallam will be at the line. Yeah, Rex Hallam, a big, big part of the success story that the Tigers had last year on the basketball floor. Not only winning this tournament, but having some other success as he makes that free throw. And they're definitely a different team when he's on the floor. All right, Meridian back the other way easily. Gets it over in the corner now to Ransom. Ransom drives baseline. That's taken away and stolen. Coker's got it for Olney. Gets ahead to R.J. Keller. Now they'll set up the offense. Back to Coker. Looking inside to Tolman. He's got it against Flanoid, and Flanoid gets his hand in there and knocks it out.
They never put that last foul on the board, right? I gave that to Lataris Johnson for Meridian.
Okay. Yeah, they don't have it on the board, do they?
I think that's what the PA announcer said. They didn't put it up.
Coker will trigger it in for Olney. He comes into R.J. Keller. Back to Coker. All the way out to Hallam. And now it comes over to Keller again. Meridian playing a zone. Yeah, but they trap as soon as they can, and there's a steal. Flanoid's got it. Look
Taken
out.
away by Flanoid.
Flanoid is on his horse.
Coast to coast.
Takes it down, misses the shot. Stuck back in by Monan. Monan picked it up off the floor and put it in the hole. And it's 11-10. Meridian back within 1. Tigers with the lead and the basketball. Here's Rex Hallam. Thinks about a 3, and then he traveled.
Yep. Got to put that ball on the floor first.
Yep. In the ball game for the Bobcats, number 13 is Arion Swansea. Swansea's a 5'10 sophomore.
Meridian just got really small in a hurry.
And Hallam is getting his first breather of the game. I told you he was going to have to do that.
Meridian replaced 6'5 with 5'10.
And Reed Klinger is in the game for Olney. He's a 6-foot junior, so Hallam sits down at 6'6". Klinger's in at 6 foot, so yeah, they lose 6 inches right there. Here's Swansea driving baseline. His shot's missed. Monan goes high for the rebound, and it's grabbed by Reed Brown for Olney. Now to R.J. Keller, and the Tigers are back on the offensive attack. Minute 45 left here in the opening frame. They swing it inside to Tolman, and he's fouled from behind, and that's going to be who got him on that one?
Lakeville Torres Johnson, number 0.
Yeah, Johnson got him.
They may not have the capability of putting 0 up there. There they go.
Yeah, they got it. That's his
Double
second foul.
0, they call it.
Yeah, that's his second foul on Johnson.
Maybe he gets his third foul, they'll put 3 zeros up there.
Maybe. Gregory Johnson is going to replace Lateris Johnson. Gregory Johnson's a 5'8 sophomore.
Olney making a concerted effort to get that ball inside to Tolman, and maybe that's their plan to draw fouls in there.
Well, definitely a size advantage for sure, and it's a high percentage shot as well. Here's R.J. Keller working off the dribble from the elbow. That one rolls off. Rebound back by Klinger. Nope, that won't go, and rebound's grabbed out of there by the Bobcats. Monan brings it up the court. He'll stop and pop behind the arc. That won't go, but there's a tip in. The right place at the right time is Javion Ransom. Actually, they say easily got the tip
easily,
in.
yeah.
Okay, so it's a 1-point lead now for Meridian. Tigers back in the front court. Klinger with it. Down to Tolman.
There it goes. He's getting a touch there every time down the floor.
Yeah, Tolman goes up against Monan and draws a foul.
Drawing the fouls.
Yeah, you mentioned his footwork, and it is really good for an offensive lineman, that's for sure. When he was in 8th grade, the Olney junior high team, the Cubs, were at the state tournament. Can't remember if they won it all that year. I think they did win it all that year. In fact, I think they might have went all the way through the season unbeaten when he was in 8th grade. The Class L tournament. Tied up at 12 apiece.
Did he get one or both of those?
He got one of them. 1 of 2. Back the other way comes Meridian. With it out front is Easley. Easley in the corner now. Max Russell is in the game now. That's a steal. Steal by the Tigers. As Owen Coker jumped the passing lane. So both teams going fairly deep to their bench here right away in the first quarter. We're down to 23 seconds left. Tie ball game. Tigers trying to get the go-ahead bucket here before the end of this quarter. Inside they go to Tolman.
There they go inside again.
Had 2 guys on him, and they slapped it away from him. Monan back the other way with 5 seconds left, and we got a foul on the floor. It's going to go against the Tigers. That is on Keller. And here's Monan for 3 from the corner. That misses everything. Ball is loose. Horn sounds. That's the end of the first quarter. After 1, it's the Olney Tigers 12, the Meridian Bobcats 12. We got a good quarterfinal game going on here at Dick Corn Court. We'll be back with more in just a moment.
Tigers Doggy Daycare. Your dog's home, away from home.
Are you going on a vacation soon or perhaps a weekend getaway? Jaggers Doggy Daycare in Mount Vernon is your dog's home away from home, featuring an outside turf playground that your dog is going to love. And if your dog needs grooming or obedience training while it's here, we can handle that too. In fact, we've even got a presidential suite with flat screen TV and ceramic tile. Check it out on our website.
Jagger's Doggy Daycare.
Back live at the Duster Thomas Classic. Randy Olson along with Ron Stannard. Ron, your thoughts on that first quarter of play here?
Well, Randy, 12-12 tie. We didn't settle anything. These teams are not that very familiar with each other, so kind of a chess match right now. Both coaches have used 2-3 players deep on their bench already. Maybe that's a tactic to try and keep certain people out of foul trouble. It's clear that Olney's making a concerted effort to get that ball to Toman inside. He's had a touch almost every time down the floor. And we'll see if Antonio Flournoy comes back and starts the second quarter. He was on the bench. He's not starting the second quarter. So I don't know. He's not in foul trouble or anything, and he had 6 points after points in that first quarter.
Yeah, maybe just getting a breather or maybe getting a little instruction from the coach. Rex Hallam will start the second quarter for the Olney Tigers, and Meridian will have the ball first to start the quarter. We'll mention some results for you of other games that have gone on here this morning at Pinckneyville. Should mention that's thrown away by the Bobcats. It'll be Tigers ball. Should mention the Woodlawn Cardinals won this morning in the auxiliary gym in the consolation side of the bracket, so they're advancing on.
Yeah, beat Trico by 14.
And so now they'll take on Steelville next. That game's about 5:30 this afternoon, I believe.
Steelville survived, beat their rival Chester by 1 point.
Shot from the corner is no good by Coker. Meridian with the basketball coming back the other way. Real dramatic first game this morning as Murfreesboro with a 1 point win over Carlisle in a barn burner. Here's a long three, and that's no good by Max Russell, out of bounds to Olney again. We watched Pinckneyville blow out Jerseyville. That was a running clock in the fourth quarter. And then we also saw the Benton Rangers struggle the entire game against the Roxana Shells. And that game was tied with less than 2 minutes left. And Roxana even had a chance to tie or win the game, but then they missed a layup with 8 seconds left and then had to foul. And Benton held on with a 4 point win over Roxana. Has a foul inside against Meridian. And that's going to send Toman to the line. That is on Ariane Swansea, the 5'10 sophomore. Gets his first. And Toman's at the line, and he buries the first one, and that gives Olney the 13-12 lead. So Benton has advanced to face Murfreesboro in a semifinal later on this evening.
That should be a good one.
Pinckneyville has advanced, and they'll take on the winner of this game in a semifinal. As Toman missed that one. Rebound Meridian. And Woodlawn is still alive on the consolation side as they will play Steelville later on. Bobcats with it. Monan guarded out there by Klinger. Monan goes all the way around the court. Now they skip it all the way across to Johnson for three, and he buries it.
Wow.
Lataris Johnson with a three ball.
First points for Lataris Johnson. A big three.
Makes it 15-13 Meridian. And that's their biggest lead. They led earlier by one. Now they lead it by two. As R.J. Keller working against that press. They throw it in the corner and they throw it away. A pass intended for Reed Brown, and it goes over his outreached hand and out of bounds. Yeah, the Bobcats will force turnovers on you, that's for sure. They do it to everybody. You got to be able to take care of the basketball.
The big scoreboard in here is messed up, I guess.
Yeah, I think they're having some issues with it.
It says 8-6, but it's 15-12. Or, yeah, 15-13, I'm sorry.
All right, out it comes to Shamar Easley. Now here's a drive by Flanoid, who's back in the game. They come back out for Monan for three, and he buries it. Now, we told you at the top of the broadcast that Monan is one of their offensive juggernauts now. He shows you a little piece of that right there, and all of a sudden Meridian's up by 5.
Pair of threes by different players here in the second quarter for Meridian Bobcats.
Right. Here's a long three by R.J. Keller. That won't go. And the Bobcats have it. They want to get it up the floor in a hurry. Look out.
Oh, nice play.
The nice give to Flanoid on the give and go as he threw it down to Ransom. Back to Flanoid, and He couldn't quite dunk it, but he laid it in easily. Man, it's a 7-point lead here for Meridian, 20-13. And Coach Flanagan has seen enough. He's called timeout. And we'll timeout as well, and we'll be right back.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Back here live at Pinckneyville, we have just seen an 8-1 run by Meridian, Ron, and the Bobcats have opened up a 7-point lead overall.
Yeah, great start in this quarter. They're getting it done at both ends right now.
It was 12-12 after one quarter play, but yeah, Meridian, they want to get it and go. And they've forced a lot of turnovers on the Tigers here in the first half as well. That's kind of their MO.
Yeah, they're a different team when Antonio Flanoy Jr. is out there on the floor.
Yeah, and then Monan adds so much to them this year too, because they didn't have him a year ago. All right, back to live action. Tigers working against the press as Rex Hallam has it. The Klinger back to Hallam.
Yeah, so those two are newcomers. Then they got holdovers from a team that finished second in the state.
Yeah. R.J. Keller now back out. It comes to Hallam. Hallam will shoot off the dribble, and that won't go. And Flanoy goes high to get the rebound for the Bobcats. Up to Monan. Monan has it blocked. Blocked by Hallam. Tigers have it. Ahead to Reed Brown. Brown now to Keller. Keller, a long three. Boom! Man, that was a deep ball that time by R.J. Keller.
An NBA three.
And that stops the 8-1 run. Gets the Tigers back within 4 here. Here's Flanoy out on the wing with it for the Bobcats. And he throws it away. I think that pass was intended for you, Ron. He's coming right at us.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, I was open too.
Yeah, you were, weren't
Man.
you?
I got nobody guarding me.
Here's another trap. Tigers got to get it across. They do. 4:21 left here in the first half. R.J. Keller can't shoot. He'll dish it over in the corner to Hallam. Now down to Toman. Toman had it knocked away from behind, and Flanoy's got it for the Bobcats. Look out, he's in open court, and he makes the shot. Falling out of bounds, he makes the shot, an underhanded scoop shot, no less. And he's fouled in the process by Reed Klinger. So that will give them a 6-point lead, and Flanoy is at the line. Chance to add to the total here.
That was a horse shot. That'll win a lot of games of horse for you right there.
Well, that's where that long stride of Flanoy comes in at, because he had that long stride as he tried to get it into the basket, and
he's in double figures with 11 points already.
He was falling out of bounds and still got it up. Tigers down by 7. They've got the basketball. Here comes another trap, and that's going to be a foul this time.
I think that's on Shamar Easley.
Yeah, I believe it is too. It is on Easley. Checking back in for Meridian is number 13, Arion Swansea. He's going to give Flanoy a little bit of a rest. So I don't know. Flanoy might be, maybe a little under the weather or something, because he's come out of the game a couple of times. Just needs a breather. Maybe he's
that could be it.
Maybe he's battling a little something.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of us have had the crud, this time of year. It happens.
Well, I tell you, when he's out there, though, he's not playing like it.
No. He's come to play. I absolutely agree with you. He's come to play, but he's had a couple of breathers here. Here's Hallam with it now.
With him on the bench, they definitely need to go get that ball to Toman.
Right. R.J. Keller with a long three. That's off the back iron, and Meridian's got it again. Here they come up the front court, and here's a drive along the baseline by Ransom. Over it comes to Swansea. Back out to Monan. Monan will get it over to Johnson. Now again to Swansea. To Monan for 3. That's short. Hallam goes high to get the rebound. Rex Hallam's had some key rebounds already in this first half for Olney.
Yeah, he's got a couple of block shots as well.
He dishes it in the corner now to Reed Brown. Back out to Hallam. Over to Keller. They're looking inside for Toman. Now they get it to him. There's a double team again. Toman goes up. Pump fakes, scores, and draws the foul.
That's going to be tough to stop without Flanoy Jr.
Yeah, you're right, because the other guys that are surrounding him now are like 5'10", 5'11". And as long as he doesn't bring the ball down to allow them to slap it away or tie him up, he's got a good chance of either scoring or getting fouled or both, like you saw right there.
That's 3 fouls on Lataris Johnson.
Yeah, Johnson, one of the starters, 5'11 sophomore, will go to the bench as a free throw by the free throw there by Casey Tillman is good.
That was a shooter's bounce.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of the Uwe Blob free throw, between Effingham and Mount Vernon years ago up at Salem at the section.
Nice shot.
There's the drive, and the shot by Javion Ransom is good. 6-point game. Tigers back on the attack. Here's a drive by R.J. Keller. Blocked out of bounds by Flanoid, who just checked back in.
Made his presence felt, didn't he?
Yeah, immediately when he comes in the game, he makes something happen, that's for sure.
Rejected.
6-point game. We have 2:26 to go here in the first half, and that's wiped off as we got another foul. And it'll be out of bounds to Olney. They give that foul to Swansea.
Yeah. He's got 2 fouls, and Lataris Johnson has 3.
And that's 4 team fouls. And there's a lob into Hallam for the deuce. That was a nice out of bounds play by Olney. Hallam just went up and got it. Lobbed it in. He caught it in midair and shot it all in one motion. Here's Monin back in the front court for Meridian. They lead it by 4.
I think they got that scoreboard going.
Inside Monin, and
one.
He gets a bucket and draws a foul. Colin Monin. Swansea checks back out of the game for Meridian, and Easley's back in. As Monin will have another shot here at the free throw line. That foul on Toman was his first.
Yeah.
Casey Toman. As the free throw is good as they complete the 3-point play. 7-point game with 2:03 to play in the half. R.J. Keller playing catch with Coker. They get it across the line. Now to Keller. Now they'll skip it across and out of bounds. Threw it too strong over the head of Coker. It's a Tiger turnover. Coming in the game now for Meridian, number 10, Woodson. So, yeah, Coach Davis has really gone deep. That's your guy with the yellow shoes. So
I don't even have him in the book.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Last name Woodson. I didn't catch the first name. I don't have him on my roster either. Woodson, number 10. Got the yellow shoes.
It's going to have to be Yellow Shoes Woodson or Mr. Woodson, whatever we want to go with.
We know his last name's Woodson. I just didn't catch the first name. And Meridian's going to take some air out of the ball here. They're spreading the floor. Spreading the floor. They like this 7-point lead they got.
Good move by Coach Davis.
So Monan is out there.
Shorten the game.
Away. Yeah.
Got a lead.
He's kind of daring Rex Hallam to come up and guard him. And now he's going to try to take Hallam off the dribble. Good defense by Rex Hallam. It's a 5 count. Great defense by Hallam.
Yeah.
I'm not sure Monan knew that there was a count going on.
Well, he might have been fooled by them long arms of Rex Hallam because his feet might have been more than 6 feet away, but them long arms was guarding him at like 2 feet.
Right. That was good defense. The turnover gives it back to the Tigers. See if they can do something with it. Keller goes into Toman. Toman's triple teamed.
Offensive foul.
He traveled, yeah. Yeah, he used the forearm a little bit to create some space.
He did. He walked first, I guess.
Mm-hmm. Well, the turnover will give it back to Meridian. We're down to 42 seconds left in the half. And walking it up is Javion Ransom. And they're going to spread the floor again and wind it down for a final shot. Ransom guarded by Keller. Takes him off the dribble. Goes in the lane. Leaves it out front. Now back to Monan. 15 seconds left. Monan over Keller. Off the iron. Rebound's grabbed out of there by the Tigers as Coker has it. He throws it ahead to Hallam. Hallam looks up the shot clock. It's 4 seconds left on it. Shot no good. Tip back up, no good. And the horn sounds. That's the end of the first half of play. Well, it was tied after one quarter, 12-12, but Meridian outscores them in that second quarter, and they go to the locker room with a 7-point lead. It's Meridian 28 and Olney 21. We'll come back, take a look at our first half stats, talk more about this game and about this tournament, and talk about a big game we've got coming up later on tonight over at Cesar-Valier. Yeah, championship game is going to happen over there tonight. We'll preview that a little bit too. All coming up straight ahead here on AreaSports.net.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South Penn Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week. When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys in law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322. If you have some outdoor projects that need to get done around your home or your farm, you need to get to Carter Turf and Tractor, your local Kubota dealer in Wayne County and the surrounding area. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
We are back here at Duster Thomas Gymnasium, the home of the Duster Thomas Classic. This is day number 2, and it's quarterfinal day, and we got a good one going on here. Meridian leading at halftime, 28-21. What did you think about that first half?
We do, Randy. That was very entertaining. You know, I like the fact that there's not much familiarity between these two teams. Mm-hmm. You know, we played a half of basketball, and they're still feeling each other out,
right,
you know, as far as strength and weaknesses go. And, you know, you got two very good coaches on the sideline, and it's going to be an interesting second half.
I agree.
For the Olney Tigers, they only committed 3 personal fouls in that first half. Themselves shooting from the free throw line, they were 5 out of 8 as a team. And they were led in scoring by Rex Hallam, who has 7 points. He's followed closely by Casey Tolman, who has 6 points. R.J. Keller also has 6 points. And Reed Brown has a field goal for 2. So 4 starters made the scoring column, and that's it for Olney. They have a total of 21. For the Meridian Bobcats, after a 12-12 tie, they won that second quarter 16-9, and they have committed 8 personal fouls. They are 2 for 2 from the free throw line as a team. They were led in scoring by Antonio Flanoy Jr., who has 11 points, followed closely by Colin Monan with 10 points. Latars Johnson has 3. Javion Ransom has 2, and Shamar Easley has 2.
All right. Some of you may be wondering, looking ahead to postseason play, about what regional or subsectional or whatever will teams go to. Meridian is part of what's called subsectional B, which will eventually feed into the Cobden sectional this year. And the regional locations in subsectional B, we already know Crab Orchard is hosting a regional in that group, and Meridian is in that group, but they're still looking for another regional host in that sectional complex. Some of the other teams that are in that in that subsectional B, along with Meridian, and teams that could potentially challenge Meridian would be Goreville. Also, you got Cairo in there too, who's been much better this year. I mean, a lot of the other teams really are down this year. I mean, really, it just comes down to
Goreville Meridian,
I believe, is what it's going to come down to. And we know that one regional location is going to be at Crab Orchard. We don't know where the other one's at yet. And, of course, they haven't assigned the teams to the specific regionals yet, so we don't know yet whether Meridian or Goreville will be in the same regional or not. But they are in the same subsectional B.
Yeah, I tell you what, I hope they're not. I mean,
yeah, I hope they're in separate regionals where
because I agree with you that they're like a cut above everybody else down there this particular season, and you'd hate to see them have to knock one or the other out.
Yeah, so I hope that they both can win their regionals and then head on to the sectional, which will again this year will be at Cobden, which is a gym that only holds about 800 people.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
Yeah, it's a nice, beautiful new gym, it really is, but it's just not that big. But that's where the 1A sectional will be on that part of the bracket.
A Goreville Meridian game is going to be about 1,600 to 2,000 people that would like to be sitting in that gym watching that game.
Right. And then the other part of that subsectional, which would be subsectional A, that will also feed to the Cobden sectional, that would include the Waltonville Spartans, the Woodlawn Cardinals. Steelville is also in there. Oakaville is also in there. Those would be the better teams you would consider coming out of that subsectional. The regional locations on that side of the subsectional are Christopher's getting a regional this year, and so is Marissa. So again, we don't yet know whether Waltonville and Woodlawn will go to the same regional or they'll go separate ones. We don't know if Steelville will be in with one of them or the other. Same way with Oakaville. But that's kind of how that sizes up. Then over on the other side of the 1A bracket, which would feed into the Red Hill sectional. Feeding into the Red Hill sectional, you've got subsectional A, which would include good teams like St. Anthony, Casey Westfield, Arcola, Tuscola, Neoga Nokomis, and Central A&M. All of those are in subsectional A, with regional sites this year announced as being in Crispman and also in Moweaqua, which is the home of Central A&M. Then in subsectional B, that would feed into the Red Hill sectional, you've got a regional that Weber's going to host this year, and that also South Central will host this year. And other teams in that subsectional B on that side would be Edwards County, Red Hill, Altamont. Dietrich's a good team this year. North Clay's in there. Wayne City is in there. Also Grayville, and then, of course, South Central and Weber and Christ-Our Rock. So that's some of the teams there. And, again, we don't know exactly where those teams will be assigned to which regional, but we do know where the regionals are. And the regional is at Weber and at South Central in that subsectional B, whereas in subsectional A, it's at Chrisman and Moweaqua. So that kind of gives you a feel for the direction maybe that some of these teams in 1A might be going, including this Meridian Bobcat bunch. Later tonight, speaking of 1A basketball, we'll have the championship game of the Cesar-Villiers Holiday Tournament. It'll be the number 2 ranked Waltonville Spartans, still undefeated on the year, taking on the number 10 ranked Goreville Black Cats, who have just one loss on the year, and that one loss came to the Benton Rangers. So we'll have that one for you tonight. We'll take the air about 6:45 p.m. Tip-off scheduled tonight at about 7 o'clock from Cesar. We'll be right back with more action from Pinckneyville in just a moment.
Andrea Baker, the broker owner at King City Property Brokers, is a proud graduate of Weber High School, and she's actually a member of their Hall of Fame. Andrea is happy to sponsor this game and cheer on the local teams. At King City Property Brokers, Andrea and all of the realtors there are happy to help you with your real estate needs, whether you are a buyer or a seller. Visit their new location on Salem Road in Mount Vernon, or visit their website to see many residential homes, acreage, or commercial properties that they have listed. You can call them at area code 618-316-7331. That's King City Property Brokers in Mount Vernon.
All right, back here at Dick Corn Court, inside Duster Thomas Gymnasium. getting ready for second half action. Again, if you just joined us, this game was tied at 12-12 after the first quarter. But Meridian went on a bit of a spurt there in the second quarter, and they lead it by 7 as we head into the third quarter here. Bobcats come in this game 10-3 overall. The Tigers of Olney are 8-5. Olney is a 3A school. Meridian, of course, a 1A school. Olney just got Rex Hallam, their leading scorer from last year. They just got him back from a knee injury, so he wears number 4 out there. And they are definitely a different basketball team when Hallam is on the court. The Tigers will have the basketball first. They'll be coming towards us this half as the teams change ends. Tigers in the black and orange. If you just joined us, Meridian in the white, trimmed in the red. All right, second half is underway. Here we go. R.J. Keller with it out front, comes over to Hallam. Comes to Keller, inside to Tolman. Tolman gets it off the glass and scores. And that's a good start for the Tigers.
Yeah, they're going to try to do that consistently. It's like they did in the first half.
Yeah, that's not only a high percentage shot, but many times, Tolman's going to draw fouls, and he drew one right there on Shamar Easley.
Yeah.
The free throw is
He's
good by Tolman.
Decent free throw shooter for a big man, too.
Oh, he is, yeah.
And Randy, I haven't even mentioned, he's left-handed.
Right, that's true. He is left-handed, isn't he? Into the front court comes the Bobcats.
Nice shot.
Nice drive to the hole by Monan. Colin Monan makes it 30-24. Tigers back in the front court again.
He had the 6'6" Hallam on him that time as he drove to the rack, and he still got that ball off the glass.
Didn't bother him, did it? Here's Casey Tolman with the wraparound pass to Hallam. He'll put up the 3 ball, and it bounces. No. And coming out of there with it is Flanoid. And that's stolen on the pass. Taken away by the Tigers as Keller gets it out. Now over to Hallam. Skip it over to Brown. Now inside Tolman.
Oh, he lost the handle.
Tolman loses the handle. It's knocked out of bounds. Going to stay with Olney. Again, if you bring that ball down ever so slightly, the Bobcats are going to slap it away.
Yeah.
So if you're a post player, you're a tall guy, and you're playing Meridian, you can't bring that ball down. They're going to slap it away or they're going to tie you up. That's just good defense on the Bobcats. That's what they do. That's their M.O. Inside Tolman again, and they take it away again. Back the other way, it's Monan. Inside, no. Tipped back up by Flanoid, no. Tipped again, no. And this time they're going to get Rex Hallam for the foul, I believe.
Yeah.
Bobcats went all the way to the state championship game last year, represented Southern Illinois in Class 1A.
They've done that 3 times, Randy, in the history of their school, and they've not yet won one of those.
And a tiny little school it is, too. So to be able to accomplish that has been something.
Back in the early 70s, they beat Quinn Buckner and Thornridge.
Yeah. A lot of people don't realize that.
Then they lost the state championship to Lawrenceville that year.
Second one is good by Flanoid. Well, Flanoid's definitely had a better game in this game against Olney than what he had against Waltonville earlier at the Marion shootout that we covered. No question about that. They try to go inside to Tolman again, and that's knocked away. Stolen by Ransom.
Nice pass.
Over to Monan for 3, short. Tolman gets the rebound. And he gets it over to R.J. Keller, and the Tigers will bring it up. Again, the Tigers are the defending champions of this tournament. In fact, they've won it 3 years in a row. Bobcats trying to knock them off and move into the semifinals. Here's Keller for 3. R.J. Keller with the trifecta. Cuts it to 5.
Got 3 threes.
Here's Easley back the other way now.
1 in each quarter.
How about that?
Yeah.
Ataris Johnson now to Monan. Monan's going to penetrate all the way in and lays it off the glass. Nobody got in his way. He's a player.
Is that Monan?
Yeah.
Again?
Yeah, again. He's a player.
Yeah, used his left hand off the glass.
R.J. Keller back the other way now for the Tigers. Out to Rex Hallam.
Yeah, I don't know who he might have played for in Tennessee, but they probably hated to see him go.
And that's knocked away and stolen by Easley. And the Tigers get it back to Brown. Reed Brown up to Keller. Out to Hallam. Now it comes over here to Coker. And that's stolen away again. Ransom's got the steal this time.
Nope.
Flanoy with the reverse layup. Timeout to the Olney Tigers again as Rob Flanagan says, we got to do something different here, guys. We're down by 9. Timeout on the court. We'll take one as well. Back in 30 seconds.
When choosing a bank, it's important to know that local matters. Local people making local decisions that support our local communities. That's why Community First Bank of the Heartland is proud to be Jefferson County's hometown bank. With branch locations in Mount Vernon, Woodlawn, and Dix, we make it convenient to serve all of your banking needs. Call us today at 244-3000 and let us know how we can assist you. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
You know, I had a chance to visit with head coach Rob Flanagan. It's always fun to talk basketball with him, but you know, he's one of those guys that gets it. He's a guy who realizes there's so much more to coaching basketball than just the X's and O's of the game. You know, you're preparing these young men for life, not only after basketball, but after high school and beyond. And he says, you know, one of the greatest joys is to see, you know, former players grow up to be great young men and succeed in their livelihoods and become fathers and all that sort of thing. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah, that's all true, Brandon. There's a 10-second count right there on Olney. They come out of the timeout and they can't get the ball across midcourt.
And that's what Meridian will do to you, for sure. Bringing that pressure at you. Shamar Easley has the basketball for the Bobcats over to Monin. Monin works against Hallam. Makes contact. Tries to rifle it inside to Flanoy. Now it's picked up by Ransom.
You know, I believe this Meridian team has improved a little bit since we saw them down at Meridian.
Yeah,
that's bad news for the rest of Southern Illinois.
That is bad news for the rest of 1A basketball for sure. And that's going to be a steal, and it's not going to count. Yeah, it's not going to count. Coach Davis didn't like that one.
I guess they called an over and back. I wasn't paying attention to that.
He did not like that turnover at all. He didn't agree.
You know, we're surrounded by orange and black up here as the Chester Yellow Jackets have joined in with the Olney Tigers. I can't tell them apart.
Yeah, orange and black is the in color on this side of the gym, isn't it? And again, there's a lot more people sitting on this side of the gym than there is the other. I haven't figured that out yet. Why? I guess because they want to sit behind the benches. But if you're watching at home, you're looking and you're saying, there's not very many people at that game. But I'm telling you, it's packed on this side of the gym. This other side of the gym is loaded with people.
Well, I think one thing is all that chair seats and everything on that other side are reserved for Pinckneyville Panther.
Are sold.
Fans. Yeah, they're sold, but they're not here because Pinckneyville's not playing.
Yeah, Pinckneyville already played today, and they blew out Jerseyville with a running clock. So
yeah, they look pretty good.
Yeah, so they've advanced to the semifinals, and they'll take on the winner of this game. Inside to Tolman, and he scores. Yeah, they'll play the winner of this game later on in the semifinals. And here comes Monin back the way from Meridian. Monin wants to penetrate. Nice feed to Flanoy, and he scores and gets the foul. Ran a little slip screen there on the pick and roll. And he rolled to the basket, and they hit him with a bounce pass, and he scored. 3:51 to play here in the third quarter play.
That was on Reed Brown. That's his first personal foul.
9-point lead for the Bobcats as Flanoy is at the line. That's good. He is a sophomore, but I understand in talking to a lot of people that this will be his final year of eligibility due to age. I don't know if that's 100% accurate, but I've heard it by more than one person who seems to be in the know. So
right, he's perfect from the free throw line today.
Yeah.
4 out of 4.
And that's stolen away by Ransom. Ransom takes it all the way down and scores. Again, the quick hands of the Meridian Bobcats, and they get the steal and the deuce. And they're up by 12, and that's their biggest lead of the game. Tigers get it across this time against the pressure.
This is Nesto's alma mater. He's got to be happy about this.
Oh, yeah. He's probably watching right now, as a matter of fact, as that shot is short. Short by Rex Hallam.
That may be 4 fouls on Latars Johnson. That's his 4th foul.
Yeah, Bobcats are currently ranked, 13th or 14th, I think, in Class 1A in Nesto Hoop's latest poll, which he'll have a new poll coming out after these holiday tournaments are played, and it'll be interesting to see how things shake out after all of that, you know?
Yeah, if they walk home with a big trophy after this week, they're going to move up.
For sure. A lot of good basketball yet to be played here today. If you want to come on down to Duster Thomas Gym, it's a wonderful place to see a basketball game. Not a bad seat in the house. I truly mean that. I mean, you can be anywhere in this gym, and you've got an excellent, excellent view.
It's a bowl. As soon as you walk in, you got an excellent view.
Yeah, for sure. Javion Ransom back in the front court. Seen a lot of Mount Vernon people down here today, as a matter of fact. They're just basketball junkies. They're just here to watch some good basketball.
I guess.
Ransom. Some other coaches that are here. See a lot of them. Shamar Easley. Out now to Ransom again. He'll drive, goes between defenders, and got it up and in. He went underneath the arms of Casey Tolman and kissed it off the window. 12-point lead again with 2:35 left here in the third quarter. Tigers get it across against the pressure again, and it's almost stolen, but it's knocked out of bounds by the Bobcats. And that is a warning on Coach Flanagan. They informed the bench. And some subs coming in the game here for Meridian. Number 11 is Max Russell back in. He saw some action briefly in the first half, and also checking in is Gregory Johnson, 5'8" sophomore. Oh, no, Johnson's actually going to the locker room.
Yeah.
So actually Russell came in for Johnson. Yeah, Johnson's hurt. He's going to the locker room. All right, Hallam has it. Now to Coker. And now to Brown. Back out to Hallam.
They got Hallam at the point now.
Yeah, and Flanoid's guarding him out there, too. Inside, they try to go to Tolman. It's knocked away again. Look out. Flanoid's got it in open court.
He's putting on a dribbling display.
Yeah. Over in the corner now. Here's a baseline drive, and I think he stepped out of bounds, or did he get fouled? I think he did get fouled. Yeah. Foul's going to go against the Tigers. That's going to go on Coker, his first. Team fouls are equal at 3 apiece now here in the third quarter. 2:06 to play. And this one's thrown way, way back here. Shamar Easley goes back and gets it. And the Bobcats bring it up to Max Russell. Russell wants to penetrate.
Well,
he traveled with it.
Yeah.
See, you still got that referee instinct. You called that one from up here, too.
People are tired of hearing it, but you have to put the ball on the floor before you take off.
Yep. That is in the rule book. In the ball game for Olney, number 24, Keller is back in, R.J. Keller, but also checking in is Carson Amateur. He's a 6-foot junior seeing his first action for Coach Flanagan today. All right, Rex Hallam will bring it up for the Olney Tigers, working against Flanoid. Over to Keller. Now to Amateur. Amateur picks up his dribble. Comes back out to Hallam. Back to Amateur. Inside the lane. Here's a three-pointer on the way by Keller, and that won't go, and it's rebounded again by the Bobcats as they limit them to one shot. Here's Monin back the other way to Flanoid. Flanoid will stop and pop. Missed it.
Meridian's got one player out there taller than 6 foot, and they are getting their share of rebounds.
Yes, they are. Amateur has the ball now in the corner. Shot by Brown won't go. There's Tolman with the rebound, and they said he walked with it.
Yeah.
A little frustration there, I think, by Casey's. It goes down the other end, and Meridian will have it on the turnover. 1 minute to play here in this third quarter. Meridian kind of took over this game in the second quarter, and they've led since then. It was 12-12 after the first quarter. As Colin Monin has it. Takes it inside the paint. Now a little fade away is good.
Wow.
He's a player.
He is, definitely.
Monin puts Meridian up by 14. He's a tough guy to guard. You know, he is only, he's listed 6'1". I don't know if he is 6'1". I mean, looking at him out there, he just doesn't look 6'1". But he certainly plays like it, because he's got some hops. And that fadeaway he's got is lethal, man. That's lethal. All right, here comes Rex Hallam again for the Tigers. Swings it over to Amateur. His shot is short. Ball's loose, picked up by the Bobcats. They throw it ahead to Monin, who gets it back for a shot by Swansea that won't go. And we're down to 18 seconds left as Olney gets the rebound. And that's going to be a kind of a, bumping foul out
Ransom.
front. On Ransom, yeah.
Yeah, you can let that go if he doesn't lose control of the ball, but he lost control of the basketball, so pretty much got to call a foul right
So
there.
if you were in that situation, that's
exactly how I would have done it.
That's how you would have called it and why.
Yeah.
Okay.
If he just keeps going, we got nothing.
Then you wouldn't call it.
If he loses
no
control of the ball, you got to.
Yeah. There you go. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. 30 years of officiating experience on the microphone beside me explaining that call. And there's the horn to end the third quarter play. It's Meridian in control here. They lead it by 14 points, 45-31. We'll be back with the fourth quarter action in just a moment here live on AreaSports.net. Got a score for you from the Centralia Holiday Tournament this afternoon. They are in their semifinals today, and Centralia leads Chicago Marist after first quarter 15-7. That's a bit of a surprise. Marist a pretty good basketball team, but the Orphans lead them 15-7 after one. We'll have semifinals here later tonight, and then Monday will be a full day of basketball here at Duster Thomas Gyms. All the trophy games will be played on Monday. So if you thought everything was going to be done today, no.
And all the other tournaments will be over. So come to Pinckneyville.
Come to Pinckneyville on Monday for sure. If you're not going to make it down today, come Monday. You'll see a lot of great basketballs. All the trophy games will be played here on Monday. And I'm telling you, this is just a awesome, awesome, historic place to see basketball.
Meridian up by 14, and they get the basketball to start the fourth quarter.
Yeah, they can be super patient with it here too if they want to be. And that's going to be a foul on Olney. And that's
put two hands on him.
Yeah, that's going to be on Reed Brown. So Monan will trigger it in right in front of the Meridian bench. Monan will whip it across. Now in the corner it goes. Long three, no. Rex Hallam with the rebound. Hallam brings it up. Gets it in the corner diameter. Back to Hallam. Hallam's going to drive, put up a shot from the elbow. Got it, and they're going to count it, I believe.
Wow.
I think they will count it.
Is that a 2 or a 3?
That was a 2 from the elbow, I believe, but I think they're going to count it. Yeah, they do. That's on Ransom. That's his second personal foul, and Hallam will be at the line for the and one. You know, one person we haven't seen the game today from Meridian is Deontay Reed.
Yeah, that's
6'5"
right.
guy that comes off the bench. He's not played at all. I don't know if he's under the weather or what's going on.
Yeah, I can't tell from here. He may not even be dressed.
Yeah,
might not have made the trip. I don't know.
I don't know. Here's a trap in the corner. Has fallen out of bounds with it. Was Max Russell. It's a turnover on Meridian.
Well, you know, that was a great shot made by Hallam. He was fouled pretty good on that.
Yeah.
He stayed with it and drilled it and then made the free throw. So.
Yep, strong enough to follow through and still make the shot despite the contact. That was impressive. Okay, Olney's got a chance to get it back down to single digits here. That's what you got to do first, to get it to single digits before you worry about catching up altogether.
Yeah.
That's knocked out of bounds by Easley. It was 12-12 after the first quarter, and it was 28-21 at half. And that 7-point lead is now an 11-point lead. Here's Hallam. 15-footer won't go. Toman with the rebound, sticks it in. Casey Toman, the future D1 football player, scores for the Tigers. And they've got it to single digits here, Ron.
Yep, they did.
Down to 9. That's what they wanted to do.
Got it from 14 to 9 in a minute and 15 seconds.
Right. Here's Ransom with it for the Bobcats. There's a trap in the corner, and that's going to be Tigers' ball as Tolman was over there guarding.
Yeah, they've got 2 turnovers in a row with that trap in the corner.
And Monon's going to check back in for Meridian.
Meridian needs to keep that ball out of the corner.
Easley's going to get a bit of a blow there.
They could get this thing down to 6.
Yep. Here comes Hallam with it.
They
And they throw it away. Pass over to Amateur, and it just went through his hands and out of bounds. Unforced error there.
Yeah. I think he was looking to head up the floor with the ball before he had the ball.
Well, he's probably thinking about that trap that was about to come his way, too. Inside, it goes to Flanoid. Outside for Monon. Nope, and there's a rebound by the Tigers. So they limit them to 1 shot this time. R.J. Keller with it. He'll stop and pop. It's short. A fight for the rebound, and Flanoid's got it. And it goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Meridian ball. 6:11 left in the ball game. Again, we thank Pinckneyville High School for the hospitality here. Not only the hospitality room, but everything that they've done here and providing us with the space to broadcast from and everything. Appreciate it. Always a pleasure to be down here, and we will be back near the end of January for the annual shootout down here, too. Be a lot of good games that day. That's a foul. Yeah, foul on the Tigers. Goes to Casey Tolman, his second. Here it comes into Flanoid. Flanoid gets it down low. That's blocked by Tolman, but that's going to be another foul. Let's see if they give it to Tolman or the other Tiger. Yeah, they give that one to Keller instead. R.J. Keller with the personal. That will send Gregory Johnson to the line for Meridian, the 5'8 sophomore.
That's his second. Yeah, not sure what he went to the locker room for, but he's back out there.
Short on the free throw. Waltonville will be down here at the shootout at Pinckneyville. We'll definitely cover the game that they'll play. We still don't know who their opponent will be. And some other area teams will be down here, too, for the shootout in late January.
The showcase.
Yeah, the Panther Showcase. So we'll have some games for you from the shootout then. Missed them both. Here come the Tigers back the other way. Here's a stop and pop by Amateur. That won't go. Oh, man. Going to the floor hard was Flanoid.
Yeah.
I think he might be hurt.
Blow the whistle. Oh, man.
He went down hard. He has his arm or his wrist
that's what I'm afraid
tucked
of.
underneath his body.
Yeah.
Well, we certainly hope he's okay, but he's doesn't appear to be feeling very good at all.
He's got both wrists taped up already.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah, he does. He did point to his thigh.
Okay, he's got that. No,
coach.
that's not taped. That's his.
He did point to his thigh moments ago, so I don't know. He's getting up. He's going to walk off on his own power. Might have just had the wind knocked out of him.
That's good, yeah. Hopefully he's back.
Yeah, might have just had the wind knocked out of him. Well, checking in for the Bobcats will be Shamar Easley as Flanoid will go catch his breath there. And they'll have a cleanup there on the lane. Clean up the perspiration on the floor.
Clean up an aisle 5.
5:39 to go in the ball game. Still a lot of time, and it's a single-digit game here. So plenty of time for the Olney Tigers to mount a comeback. But that's easier said than done against this Bobcat defense, especially when they can play keep away from you, too.
Yeah.
And they might choose to play a little keep away here on offense when they get it.
They share the basketball really well when they're on offense.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they're well coached. Coach Davis does a great job as Taurus Johnson will bring it up for the Bobcats. Again, they were in the 1A state championship game last year, and that's taken away. Stolen by Amateur. Amateur feeds Keller, or feeds Hallam, and the shot is good, and the foul is called. Boy, nice feed there from Amateur to Hallam for the deuce. And all of a sudden, it is a 7-point game, and Hallam can make it 6. he can convert the free throw here.
Yeah, they're back in it.
And Flanoid is back in the game for Meridian.
Fouls on Gregory Johnson Jr.
So here is the free throw by Hallam, and it's good.
He's got 6 points here in the fourth quarter.
And it's a 6-point game. 2-possession game here.
15 for the game. This is probably only, I don't know, what, second or third game back for him?
Yeah, probably. 5:19 to
Almost
go.
had a steal.
Monin dishes it in the corner.
Flanoid's back in the game. That's good news for Meridian.
Right. He's got it right now, and he rifles a pass down underneath, but they bring it back out for a 3-ball, and that's off the mark, and Tolman's got the rebound as he had inside rebounding position. But then it's stolen. If Flanoid's got it, goes up against Tolman and draws the foul. So Flanoid will go to the line, and that was a wacky sequence of events there as Olney had gotten the rebound after the missed Bobcat shot, but then Meridian stole it back again.
3 fouls on Tolman.
That's one thing about the Meridian Bobcats. They will fill up a stat sheet when it comes to the column under steals. That's what they're known for. Free throw is good.
Probably jinx him here, but Antonio has not missed from the free throw line.
Flanoid at 6'5", and really he plays bigger than that. And he got the second one too. Back to an 8-point game.
6 for 6 for Antonio Flanoid Jr. from the free throw line.
Tigers bring it up. In the corner, they work it to Tolman. Back out to the top. Now over in the corner here, it's R.J. Keller. Shot is short. Flanoid had the rebound for a moment, and then falling out of bounds.
Thought he was going to go down again, but
thought he was too.
He caught himself.
Thought he was too. He'll be out of bounds too, Olney. Somebody's got to take it out. Somebody's got to take it out.
There we go.
They laid the ball down. They're counting. They try to pass it into Tolman, and it's knocked away. Flanoid's got it in the open court. Look out. And he's fouled before the shot. Otherwise, he was going to flush that one. I promise you. R.J. Keller picks up the foul. Flanoid will be at the line. Stops the clock with 4:28 to play. Yeah, he was ready to put the crowning finish on that one, but he got fouled first.
The scoreboard's giving that foul to Rex Hallam. They took it off. They had it up there.
I don't know. Yeah, they're definitely having some scoreboard issues during this game.
Very hard to keep up with.
I don't know if they got somebody new running it. I mean, it takes an army of volunteers
Did
to
he
pull
make
this
them
thing
both
off.
or just one?
He made just one. 9-point game. I'm sorry, he did make both. It is a 10-point game, and now it's a 7-point game after the three-pointer. So it's 49-42. That is the correct score.
I don't know who made the three-pointer.
Meridian with the lead and the basketball. Monan down to Flanoid. Spins in the lane, missed the shot. Got his own rebound, goes back up. Jump ball is called. Jump ball is called. Possession arrow gives it to Olney. With exactly 4 minutes left. 4 minutes to go. Tigers have it.
They score here, it's going to get interesting.
Yeah. Hallam playing catch with Brown. Back to Hallam. Down underneath. Amateur thinks best of trying to go up against Flanoid. And then it's taken away by Monan. Monan feeds it. And the layup is good by Ransom.
That's a big turnaround right there.
Good transition bucket by the Bobcats that time, and they go back up by 9. Again, Tigers are the defending champions of this tournament. In fact, they've won it 3 years in a row.
They just keep poking that ball away when they try to get it to Tolman.
Flanoid, look out, there's the alley-oop. He tipped it in. Couldn't dunk it, but he tipped it in. It still counts. Yeah, the crowd was anticipating a little showtime there, but it didn't quite come about.
They had it down to 7. Now it's 11.
Yeah, 3:12 left in the ball game, and Meridian with another little spurt. And Coach Flanagan needs to stop the bleeding, and so he calls timeout. Timeout on the court. We'll be back with more from Pinckneyville and the Duster Thomas class in just a moment.
Do you have a check that needs deposited and don't have time to make a trip to the bank? No problem. With Mobile Deposit at People's National Bank, just snap a picture of the check with your smartphone, and with a couple of clicks, it's deposited into your account. Depositing a check with a PNB 2Go mobile banking app is just that easy. Just tap, snap, and deposit. Plus, it's free. Download the PNB 2Go mobile banking app today to get started. People's National Bank. We make banking easy. Member FDIC. Wireless or service fees may apply.
Well, Ron, every time that Olney gets it down to about 6 points, Meridian comes back.
They did. All had it down to 7 and the basketball. And I said if they score here, it could get really interesting. Next thing you know, it's an 11-point lead.
Yeah. And again, that's the MO of the Meridian Bobcats.
They know that entry pass is coming to Toman, and they're just poking it away and taking off in the other direction.
Yeah. And I don't know, I've said it many times, but, when you got the ball in the post against Meridian, you cannot bring that ball down. Not the least little bit. They're going to poke it out of there, poke it away. Quick hands. And you got to hold on to the basketball like it's, like it's your prized possession, because they will definitely steal it. Here's Howland getting over to Amateur. He's open for 3. No. And that's taken away by Flanoid. Flanoid races down the other end, and he lays it up and missed it.
He got all the way to the rack and missed it.
Missed the bunny. And here's Howland back the other way, and he gets fouled. And that's going to go against...
Lataris Johnson just fouled out of the game.
Lataris Johnson, right. He's done. He is done. With 2:51 to go in the ball game, he has fouled out.
Meridian has got Shamar Easley. He is up in RJ Keller's grill. Wherever he goes, he goes.
Yeah, sure is. Here's Amateur driving, trying to get it to Toman. Now they get it over to Brown. Brown back to RJ Keller. Keller's going to drive, and he's going to get fouled. That's going to be on Shamar Easley.
That's his third.
2:36 left to play in the game. Yeah, that's a 4th team foul, so it's not a shooting situation just yet.
Both teams will be shooting from here on out.
Out of bounds. Here's the alley-oop. As they throw it in to Rex Hallam, and he's fouled. He couldn't connect this time like he did earlier in the game, but he does get fouled. He'll go back to the line. That's definitely a set out-of-bounds play that Olney loves to run. Rex Hallam already 6'6", and he can get up in the air, so they just throw it up to him. He goes and gets it and shoots it all in one motion. Misses the free throw. Missed opportunity there for the Tigers.
Yeah, that's his first miss. He was 5 for 5 from the line.
Another one, and he got that. Back to a 10-point game. 2:32 left in the contest. Bobcats with the lead and the basketball as Ransom has it in the front court. Out now to Gregory Johnson. Johnson swings it over to Monin. Monin raffles it into Johnson. Johnson out in the corner to Ransom. Yeah, they don't have to shoot. They can take care of the basketball and play keep away. And what's the call?
Timeout, I think.
Yeah, the call is timeout. Coach Davis and the Meridian Bobcats. Timeout with 2:10 to go in the ball game. Back with more from Dick Corn Court in just a moment. This is a quarterfinal matchup here between Olney and Meridian. The winner of this game advances to take on Pinckneyville tonight in the semifinals. The loser will face Jerseyville in the 5th place bracket.
Yeah, you know, Randy Meridian is just a couple of minutes away here from making sure that Olney does not win this tournament 4 years in a row.
Right. 10-point game with 2:10 left. It's Meridian ball out of bounds right in front of their own bench.
Who does the winner of this get in the
Pinckneyville
semifinal? Pinckneyville.
And the loser gets Jerseyville in the 5th place bracket. We got a little discussion here going on. I'm not sure what it's all about, but Coach Davis is talking to one of the officials, Darren Greenwald.
I don't know.
I don't know what it's about either. The scoreboard is all set. Everybody's in the game. I don't know what we're waiting on.
Ball is out of bounds, closest to where it was when he called the timeout. Here we go.
Whatever it was, everybody's okay with it now. And they're going to heave it in back to Monin. Tigers maybe doing a little trap of their own. Now to Flanoid in the lane. A little 12-footer is good. Yeah, Flanoid playing so much better today than what we saw him play against Waldenville. Of course, he was in a lot of foul trouble.
8-point fourth quarter. Now he grabs the rebound at the other end.
Yeah, Rex Hallam on the miss, Flanoid on the rebound. 12-point lead, and Meridian can just play keep away here with 1:37 left in this one. They're trying to advance on to the Final Four. Monin with it out there. Tigers chasing. Now to, well, we got a reach in foul to be called. Let's see who they give it on. Probably going to be on Amateur. Yeah, Amateur called for the personal. And Owen Coker is going to check back in for Olney here in a moment. At the line will be Colin Monin, 6'1" senior. 1:24 left. And here comes Coker back into the game. Going to replace Hallam. And Monin's free throw is good. 13-point lead as the Tigers bring it back up. They need points, and they need them in a hurry. Here's a shot from the corner. No. Flanoid with a rebound. The Bobcats definitely going to play keep away here. 62 seconds left in this one. There's a lob to Flanoid, and he gets fouled. He was going to dunk that one, but he got fouled in the process of going up. Makes the bucket anyway.
He's got a slew of points. We'll add him up here at the end of the game. But he has had a whale of a game.
Casey Toman's going to come out of the game for Olney, and also Reed Brown is out of the game, so their day is done. As Flanoid on the...
Oh, my, missed the free throw.
Yeah. Tigers with the rebound, and that's a traveling violation. Coach Flanagan putting some reserves in there. Coker's out there. Carter Seaman is out there. As Ransom playing keep away along with Monin. Down underneath, there's a shot up and in by Gregory Johnson. He gets the deuce. And that makes it an 18-point game. And this game, of course, much closer than an 18-point outcome here, if that's where it stands. And that shot is put up and in by Carson Amateur. 21 seconds left. They may just dribble it out here. That may be our final. Yeah. Going to toss it over in the corner. There's some long passes that they're throwing across court. Almost turned it over. to Ransom, down to 5 seconds left. And that's going to be the ball game. Well, Olney, the defending champions, will not repeat this year as they are defeated by the Meridian Bobcats. Final score 61-45. Meridian will advance on to take on Pinckneyville later on tonight in the semifinals, and that ought to be an interesting one. Olney will move to the 5th place bracket. They'll have a date with Jerseyville later on, as the Bobcats win it to improve to 11-3 on the season. Tigers fall to 8-6. Ron is working on our post-game stats, and we'll come back and share those with you here in a moment on AreaSports.net.
Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply in Mount Vernon is ready to help you update your home. Need new carpeting? They have many styles and colors in stock, as well as expert installation. Add beauty to your home with new hardwood or vinyl planks available at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet. They will completely transform the look of any room in your home. Update your bathroom with a custom shower. There are many tile styles and colors to choose from. Does your kitchen need a facelift? You can get a new backsplash, flooring, and more at Southern Illinois Tile and Carpet Supply, 513 South Penn Street in Mount Vernon. Open 6 days a week. King City RV in Mount Vernon is your one-stop shop for maintenance and repair of your RV. Whether it's a bumper camper, fifth wheel, or motorhome, Bill Schulte and the staff at King City RV can help you. They provide winterizing of your RV, washing and waxing services, service work on brakes and tires, repair or replace awnings, service work on your slide-outs, and much more. They even repair and clean horse trailers at King City RV, 801 Dogwood Drive on the south edge of Mount Vernon. Call area code 618-731-6185 for King City RV. When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, look no further than Olson & Reeves in Mount Vernon. At Olson & Reeves, they practice law in a variety of areas, including traffic tickets, personal injury, criminal law, as well as estate planning, wills, and probate. If you have a real estate transaction, Mount Vernon Title Company also resides inside Olson & Reeves, so you get sound legal advice. Olson & Reeves, attorneys at law, and Mount Vernon Title Company. For more information, call area code 618-316-7322. When you are looking for an attorney who can give you honest and dependable advice, if you have some outdoor projects that need to get done around your home or your farm, you need to get to Carter Turf and Tractor, your local Kubota dealer in Wayne County and the surrounding area. Carter Turf and Tractor is your area dealer for high-quality Kubota tractors in a variety of sizes, perfect for a landscaping business or to easily handle a variety of jobs around your home or farm. They can customize a solution for your needs. They also have the Kubota RTV utility vehicles for on-road and off-road transportation and hauling needs. When there's mowing or lawn work to be done, Carter Turf and Tractor has you covered with Exmark riding mowers and walk-behind mowers. They also feature a good selection of Echo brand brush cutters, trimmers, and chainsaws, as well as Honda and Generac generators. Come in and see for yourself at the new Carter Turf and Tractor, open 8 to 5 Monday through Friday and 8 to 2 on Saturday.
Back here at Duster Thomas Gymnasium, this one's a final. Meridian wins it over Olney 61-45 in this quarterfinal matchup. So Meridian advances on to the semifinals to take on Pinckneyville later on. And Olney will move to the 5th place bracket. They'll take on Jerseyville. Ron's finishing up our post-game stats. I'll pass along some of the stats to you. Rebounds were dead even. Rebounds were equal at 17 apiece for each team. But the real difference in the game was the turnovers and the steals. Olney had 21 turnovers in the contest, and Meridian had 11, as Meridian forced 10 more turnovers against the Tigers. And then as far as the steals go, Meridian had 8 steals compared to just 2 for Olney. So, again, those quick hands of Meridian made a big difference in this basketball game, didn't they, Ron?
Yeah, they did, Randy. That was a man, I tell you, if you're Coach Davis, I don't know what you could get onto your team about after that performance. That was a –
they played well.
That was a good basketball game from the get-go for Meridian Bobcats.
They played very well.
Yeah, and I mean, their bench played well. Their starters played well. They shot well from the free throw line. Meridian was 11 out of 14 on free throws. They committed 15 personal fouls. As far as their scoring goes, they were led in scoring by Antonio Flournoy Jr. How many points do you think he had?
I'll say 23.
28.
Oh, I was off.
28 points. Callum Monan had 18 points. Latarius Johnson had 3. Javion Ransom had 8 points. Shamar Easley had 2 points. And Gregory Johnson Jr. had 2 points. For the Olney Tigers, they committed 13 personal fouls. They also shot well from the free throw line today, 11 out of 15. Led in scoring by Rex Hallam with 16. Joined in double figures by Casey Tolman with 13. R.J. Keller had 9. Reed Brown had 5. And Carson Amateur had 2 points. So we're going to have a new champion.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Come Monday.
That's right. The 3-year reign of the Olney Tigers is going to come to an end. We are going to have a new champion. It's either going to be Murfreesboro, Benton, Pinckneyville, or Meridian. Those are the teams in the Final Four.
There you go.
And
that's a good Final Four.
Semifinals will be here later tonight. First one, I think, is at 5:30. We'll be tearing down and heading out over to Cesar. We'll have the championship game for you of the Cesar Valier Holiday Tournament tonight. It'll be Waltonville against Goreville, number 2 in the state against number 10 in the state. Waltonville still undefeated on the season. Goreville is the defending champion. Waltonville looking for their first title since 2009. So we'll speak to you later on tonight from Cesar. Until then, for Ron Stannard, this is Randy Olson saying so long from Pinckneyville.